On the ongoing crisis in the Middle East, we are joined by Makram Rabah in Lebanon. He's a lecturer at the American University of Beirut and the author of A Campus at War, Student Politics at the University of Beirut. Thank you, Mr. Rabah, for joining us. Now, first, we're hearing reports.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're hearing reports that the Israeli command is set to launch a ground offensive in Gaza. Now, if so, this would be a major escalation in the fighting. What needs to be done now by both sides to decrease tensions?
Regardless of the direction of the violence which Israel or Hamas decides to take, what should be done is an immediate ceasefire. As we are witnessing, Hezbollah has a hit list which it is pursuing, and it's systematically wiping out what they consider to be terrorists or militants. But at the same time, they are targeting civilians, and this is not collateral damage, but rather this is a continuing war crime on the side of Israel. And at the same time, Hamas is trying to use the population of Gaza as human shields, basically, to draw attention to the fact that they are the people controlling the Palestinian card, so to speak. What is needed at this particular moment in time is an immediate ceasefire, and for Israel to stop pursuing its violent means of trying to enforce its political will. Its political will never be enforced through carpet bombing or by raising residential buildings, and Hamas will never become mainstream Palestinian political group by using violence to achieve its means. Violence to achieve its means.
Now, Mr. Rabah, so far we've been getting mixed reactions from Russia, the United States. Well, what do you think, and given your expertise, what concrete steps can the international community do to help defuse the situation?
Well, despite that there's no real trust in the international community, what the United States should do is lead from the front, not from behind. We see that it has taken a very bad decision by impeding or by being an obstacle towards the United Nations Security Council issuing a statement. This was not even a resolution, but we see that the U.S. prevented this from happening. The international community at the moment, be it the regional Arab powers or the Western powers, wants an immediate ceasefire, and this is something that the U.S., through its special relationship with Israel, can enforce. The issue here is not that Israel can use weapons for self-defense. Israel is not under any existential threat, and I think the populism of people like Netanyahu, he's trying to divert attention from what was happening in Jerusalem. So to go back at what is important, the Biden administration has failed to take command and to enforce a ceasefire and ultimately to propose a way forward for a just and sustainable peace.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Rabah, for those insights.